What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Elo Bandit, and today I'm going to be talking about Mega Gyarados, the longtime king of 1v1, the biggest fish on campus. Even if you're not using Mega Gyarados on your team, you should be prepared to deal with it on ladder, and I'm going to be going over all of the most common sets that you'll find and that you should be prepared for. So without any further ado, let's hop into this and take a look at the movesets. Dragon Dance is seen on almost every single Mega Gyarados set. It is essential to boost his attack and speed stats to monstrous levels, allowing him to outspeed most things on turn 2 and one-hit KO. Your attacks of choice are generally going to be dual stab, although you often see Earthquake here as well, which helps you out against things like Magnezone. Mold Breaker, of course, helps you break through Sturdies and Multiscales, and solid rocks, things like that with Waterfall, so you can make sure to always one-hit KO Golem and Crustle and Donphan and Dragonite as well. So this is the standard Dragon Dance 3 attack set that you'll see, and you should definitely be prepared for it on ladder. The second set to talk about is Dragon Dance Taunt. This set is famous for taking on Mega Slowbro, and if that's not your priority, you can also run Waterfall here or any of your other primary moves. Generally, you keep Outrage on this set as Dragon types are so prevalent in the tier, and it functions as such powerful neutral coverage. Having that 120 base power makes it gives it the same power as a stab attack, while only being not very effective against Steels and Fairies. So very strong attack to keep on the set. Taunt, able to shut down a myriad of threats, including Leech Seeders, Substitute users, Status, and things like that. You can also run Substitute here, as that does the same job in a lot of cases. Helps you out a little bit more against Z moves, a little bit less against things like Status, especially if you're playing against a faster Pokemon, but for sure Sub and Taunt are both viable options on this moveset. 172 speed puts you at 241, which is a nice benchmark to have. It lets you outspeed the things that benchmark to outspeed base 110s. So like Greninja, that's dropped its speed down a little bit, so it'll Ice Beam, Jump Bluff, and then invest into Bulk or whatever, and you'll outspeed that and KO it with Dragon Dance Outrage. So that's kind of neat to have. Some defensive investment means you actually tank a hit on the physical side, especially thanks to Intimidate. Letting you Dragon Dance up in relative safety before you KO the following turn. The third set to talk about is Defensive Earthquake. This set looks pretty similar, although it has EQ on here, as you need a way to deal with both Mega Mawile and Magnezone. So this defense investment is to help you bulk up play roughs in non-Mega form, and the 88 speed will help you outspeed modest Magnezone and get the Oko with Earthquake on turn 1. You can keep dual stabs on this set, or you can switch it off for something else. Stone Edge is worth mentioning, as this helps you out against both Charizard forms. A rock type attack is the bane of Charizard's existence. Just keep in mind that 80% accuracy is not the most reliable. One of my personal favorite Gyarados sets is the specially defensive No Stabs Gyarados. This will help you out against Greninja and Porygon Z, as the special defense and HP investment will allow you to tank up moves such as modest Greninja specs Grass Knot, as well as timid Greninja specs Hyper Beam, which is quite notable. This will also help, as I mentioned, Porygon Z. You can Dragon Dance twice against that and KO it with an Outrage. Ice Fang helps out against grass types and has similar coverage to Waterfall. Taunt on the set to help you out against, once again, Jump Bluff. Taunt Ice Fang is going to be the bane of Jump Bluff's existence once you Dragon Dance past its speed, and 252 allows you to outspeed the timid Greninja after Dragon Dance. I'm going to talk briefly about Flynium Z Gyarados, as I'm probably not going to make a separate video just for the non-Mega form. Dragon Dance, Taunt, Waterfall, and Z Bounce is the set here. You do need a little bit more investment into your defenses, particularly special defense, as you just don't have the bulk of Mega Gyarados. 144 speed investment means that you outspeed Jump Bluff and other base 110s at +1, so you can Dragon Dance up and Taunt before Sleep Powder the following turn. Waterfall is of course good to keep as a stab attack, and Bounce is the reason that you're using this at all, baiting in things, grass types like Mega Venusaur that otherwise check Mega Gyarados. And finally, it's worth taking a look at some other options that Gyarados does have. I don't necessarily recommend these over the other sets that I've talked about, but they are options, so they're worth mentioning at least. The Curse Rest Payback set, credit to Mace Master for this, is very interesting, allowing you to boost up your attack and defense at the cost of your speed stat. However, once you rest off all of your HP and wake up, you can start dropping huge power paybacks as your opponent does attack you first. Your base power doubles when you move after, so you have 100 base power, dark type stab with whatever boosts you've accumulated with Curse. So quite a powerful set if played correctly. Avalanche also working in the same way, doubling power if users damaged by the target. So this is potentially an interesting set that you could pull off against physical attackers. One other speed benchmark to note, 223 speed will help you out if you are a Dragon Dance Outrage set or Dragon Dance Ice Move set against Garchomp, as Banded Garchomp will get outsped after Dragon Dance. You can go ahead and finish him off without worry of being 2-hit KO'd by a Banded Outrage or anything like that. So I'm going to take a quick peek through the rest of Gyarados' moves. Special attacks are kind of worth mentioning because Gyarados gets quite a few of them. However, Gyarados' special attack is just nothing compared to his physical attack, so I really don't recommend using Special Gyarados. If you want a meme, that's what you use, I guess. But in general, physical attack is absolutely the way to go if you want to remain competitive. So that pretty much sums up how to use Mega Gyarados in 1v1. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this how-to series. I hope you've learned something, and hopefully I will see you all again next time.